The sacrament of reconciliation has sometimes been called confession or the sacrament of penance. It is likely that if these latter two names are used, then the focus of the sacrament will be either confession or penance which the penitent is given. However, if we regard the sacrament as the sacrament of reconciliation, then the true meaning of the sacrament is brought out, because the sacrament is one in which I, as a sinner, want to be reconciled on three levels. The first is with God, but God reconciliation can only come if I am reconciled with my neighbor, my brother, my sister, and if I am reconciled with the world. And that is why when I prepare for the sacrament of reconciliation, I will need to take these two aspects into preparation. And the first is my relationship with others. Have I been selfish? Have I been self-centered? Or have I been other-centered? A good reflection will be from Luke chapter 15, verses 11 to 32. Jesus speaks in that parable, usually known as the parable of the prodigal son, but which I prefer to call the parable of the prodigal father, not merely of two sons, but of two attitudes. The attitude of the younger son is to go wayward, is to be prodigal, is to be a spendthrift, is not to think about tomorrow, is to be selfish and self-centered and only focus on himself. However, when he comes to his senses and realizes that that is not the way to live, he repents, and his repentance leads to his return, and his return leads to his living a new life. But there is another attitude, the attitude of the elder son. The elder son who is righteous and definitely good, but because he is righteous and good, this righteousness leads to self-righteousness. In a word, we can summarize the attitude of the younger son as grace and the attitude of the elder son as merit. Very clearly, there is no scope for merit in the Christian life. Everything that is given to us, all that we have and are, is the grace of God, who is so gracious that this graciousness has been revealed in Jesus, who remains incarnate love. And so, in case I am preparing for this sacrament, I need to ask myself, am I one of those who is righteous and think that I have not sinned, and so therefore given to a self-righteous attitude? Or, like the younger son, do I remember that yes, I have been selfish and self-centered at times, and so will need to reconcile? Today, we cannot not think of our relationship with the environment, our relationship with the world. If there have been times when I have wasted food, if there have been times when I have wasted water, when I wasted paper, when I wasted other natural resources, that also needs to be brought to my consciousness, to my attention, and I make a resolution never to do that with the grace of God. Reconciliation is a sacrament in which we become reconciled not only to God, however, we become reconciled to God by becoming reconciled with our neighbor and by becoming reconciled with the universe. It is indeed a beautiful sacrament. Let us thank God for the gift of the sacrament, and let us go to it, when we go to it, with joy, with confidence in the Lord, and with hope.